Standing by, Sarah.
Of course, let's talk business news and talk a bit about money now. President Bola Tinubu on Thursday inaugurated the Afreximbank African Trade Center in Abuja, marking a major milestone in Nigeria's efforts to position itself as a continental hub for trade and investment. The president was represented at the event by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume. We have details in this report.
The African Trade Center is an initiative of the African Export-Import Bank and is designed as a multifunctional business complex to support intra-Africa trade and economic integration. The structure is located in the Nigeria's capital, Abuja, and will serve as Afrexim's regional office to offer a blend of services to support businesses across Africa. At the official inauguration of the center, President of the Afreximbank, Professor Benedict Orama, explained that the objective is to address the continent's trade-related challenges, including limited access to market intelligence and inadequate trade facilitation infrastructure.
Like the other AATCs, the Abuja AATC will serve a multi-purpose goal. It will serve as a platform for fostering deeper regional and continental integration and has Afreximbank's permanent regional office, bringing a 3-decade-old aspiration to fruition. As you will witness when you conduct a tour, this AATC will also offer a technology incubation hub, an SME incubation facility, a digital Africa trade gateway, a conference and exhibition facility, and a business hotel.
For the Nigerian government and business owners at this event, this initiative to establish trade facilitation hubs across the continent will provide vital resources and infrastructure to bridge the trade information gap that has long hindered Africa's economic potentials.
It is timely, it is needed, and it is very, very much something that will be valued at this time where around the world we are now facing this issue of reciprocal tariffs. So the answer and the solution is for Africa to increase the trade amongst itself.
This is just the beginning of intra-African trade, which is critical for this continent, particularly at times like this. Africans need to trade with Africa. We need to integrate. We need to make sure that intra-African trade grows in leaps and bounds. Professor Orama and Afreximbank has done so much for the African Continental Free Trade Area to make it a reality, and that is indeed what this symbolizes today.
Every African, not just Nigeria, must be very proud of Professor Orama. He dreams and he brings it to life and in record time. And what he's done here today, the trade center, is good for Africa. We need to improve and capacitize intra-Africa trade. This is one of the means of achieving that. So it's complementary to what the FCTA is doing.
A key feature of the center is the Trade Intelligence Solutions, an innovative tool designed to empower businesses and investors. TRIN offers comprehensive trade and investment insights, combining cutting-edge technology with expert advisory services to support clients seeking to enter or expand within African markets. Tolulokpe Ogunjobi, TVC News, Abuja.
Well, there's growing concern over the 14% tariff slammed on Nigerian exports to the United States, part of a broader protectionist push led by U.S. President Donald Trump. It's a move that could rattle Nigeria's economy, especially our export sector. So what does this mean for importers, exporters, and everyday Nigerian? TVC News senior business correspondent Ifunanya Eze reports.
A 14% tariff now stands between Nigerian goods and access to the United States market. The big question on everyone's mind, how much could this cost Nigeria? For several key players in the import-export space, the message is clear. The Nigerian government needs to act, and act fast.
All government needs to do is to sit up and collate our economic policy formulators and see, now that it has happened, how can Nigeria survive it? It is very, very easy. It's not a new thing. Because what Trump is doing is to protect their own industry and their own country. So Nigeria too should say, okay, Nigeria first in whatever we're doing.
Our Nigerian government should also protect our interests by also looking at some of the products that are coming from America and also slam them with the same high tariff, so that it will be the trade will be balanced. But as it is now, it will make our goods over there less competitive.
The demand will reduce because whereby we are shipping like, let me say, 10,000 tons before. Because of the tariff now, the person that want to buy from you will look at the tariff, will look at the cost. The selling cost will be higher over there. So instead of buying much, we will buy less.
What happens to the US products on Nigerian shelves? Will they stay or go?
I don't know why we should depend much on international products. We have a lot of agro-based industry products here that we can make use of, and then process it, give them concession on how to process it, get it refined, and then export it as well. By so doing, our GDP will be growing, our value for Naira will also be increasing.
Many are calling for long-term reforms, like strengthening the Naira, exploring currency swap deals, and reducing our dependence on the US dollar.
We have to go back to what Buhari did in 2011 by signing what is called currency swap deal with the Republic of China, where Nigerian importers can export or import whatever they want to import and do not necessarily need to pay dollars. We can pay through RMB, and Nigerian and Chinese exporters too can also have trade with us by even paying Naira.
And perhaps the biggest message of all, diversify. Businesses that rely solely on one market or one currency may need to rethink their model. Ifunanya Eze, TVC News, Lagos.
Crude oil prices rose today after settling more than $2 a barrel lower in the previous session, but were set to drop for a second straight week on concerns of a prolonged trade war between the United States and China. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude rose to $60.27 per barrel with an upward review of 0.33%. Brent crude futures sell at $63.51 per barrel with an upsurge of 0.28%. Bud Light sell at $78.62 per barrel with a downward margin of 2.84%. For the OPEC basket, dealers offer $63.40 per barrel with a decline of 4.72%. Well, that's business. Sports is up next. Stay with us.